Welcome to my class. In this particular video session, we will talk about database designing. Database Management System DBMS is a program which allows us to store data, retrieve data, and manipulate data in an organized form. We will talk about how we can design a particular database in the software database management system. This is the database symbol. Different databases from different companies. Oracle database, SQLite database, MySQL database, Sybase, SQL Server, FoxPro, MS Access, and Kroger. All these are different database programs which are provided by different companies. Database Management System DBMS. Introduction. Database design is a process of creating detailed data model for a database. A number of data models are in use. We can broadly divide into two categories such as object-based logical models and the second one record-based logical models. Database designing models, we have two models, object-based models and record-based models. In the record-based models, we have three models: hierarchical model, network model, and relational model. In the category of object-based models, we have four different types of models. One is binary model, second is infological model, the third one semantic model, entity relationship model. Record-based logical model. The record-based model can be defined as a model describing the data structures and access techniques of database management system. There are three types of record-based models such as hierarchical model, network model, and relational model. In the category of object-based logical models, the object-based models can be defined as a collection of conceptual tools for describing data, data relationship, and data constraints. There are many object-based models, but the following four are the popular ones. The first one, binary model, the second one, information logical model, the third one, semantic model, and the fourth one is entity relationship model, that is ER model. Out of all these models, the ER model is the most widely used model and is considered to be an ideal data model for database design. So what are the steps for designing a database? Designing of entity relationship model, ER model. A database design is a logical designing of base data structure so that data can be stored, processed, and retrieved. So database design is a logical designing of base data structure so that we can store data, we can process data, and we can retrieve data. In order to design a database, the four essential steps are as follows. The first one, knowing the real world. Second, using ER model to design. The third one is mapping to RDBMS model, that is Relational Database Management System model. And the fourth one is normalization. These are the 4 steps in the designing of a database. So the first point is know the real world situation. The first step in the designing of database requires that we need to have complete knowledge of entities, their attributes, their functioning in the world, the relationship of one entity with others, etc. For example, if we are designing a database for a college of Delhi University, then we need to know entities such as teacher, student, etc. Attributes such as name, age, address, qualification, etc. Functioning such as teaching, studying, admission, examination, fee collection, etc. Relationships such as teacher teaching students. Therefore, we need to know the factual reality according to which database is to be designed. The second point is using entity relation model to design. After getting the complete details about the reality for which database is to be designed, the next step is to convert the details regarding reality captured in the first point into pictorial presentation using ER diagrams, entity relation diagrams. The third one is mapping to RDBMS model. Once the ER diagrams are prepared, it can be converted into different tables, which is termed as mapping to RDBMS, Relational Database Management System. Every entity is transformed into table. The attributes of a particular entity becomes field's name. The relationship between two entities are reflected by joining two tables and so on. And the fourth point is normalization. Normalization is the process of refining the design of database. The database is refined in such a manner that there is least data redundancy. That is, there is least duplication of data in the database. In order to have normalization process over the database, the rules prescribed by Dr. E.F. Codd are applied over the database. When all the 4 steps are completed, the database design gets completed. We can represent the different processes required for designing of entire database with the help of following flowchart. The flowchart for the process of designing a database. Start. Knowledge of reality. Designing ER model. Mapping relational data model. The fourth step is normalization. Then we will ask a question. Is further refinement needed? If answer is yes, then again we will go back to normalization. We will further refine it. If the answer is no, in that case no further refinement is required, then database design is okay. Now stop. The moment we cover all these steps, we say that database has been designed. First step, knowledge of reality. Second step, designing ER diagram. The third one, mapping to relational data model. The fourth one, normalization. The last 3 steps are explained in detail in separate videos. That is designing ER diagram and mapping to relational data model, and the last one is normalization. Thank you very much.